Monday. It is Tuesday because yesterday we did not have power all day. We lost power at midnight and it came back on, at 5 p.m. So all day I was momming and keeping my 10-year-old, super excited, just not bored. It's been a while since I've had to do that, since I've had to be like the entertainment. Hit a really bad storm, which is why you can hear a chainsaw. Trees down everywhere. Everyone was out of power. So anyway, because I was entertaining, reading didn't happen much. My newsletter, my vlog, my blog, my podcast, nothing worked, or nothing got done. So, which is fine. I enjoy the time with my family. We played board games, all kinds of stuff. My husband even took off work because he couldn't work from home. It was a good day, but here I am on Tuesday. I have been so productive. I had to go to the store and refill the fridge because all the meat went bad. I got everything done, my podcast, newsletter, all of those things done. I started a new Substack newsletter for my Legit Kid Lit that we're trying out, and then my other YouTube channel. I also listened to a podcast about writing. It was about perfectionism and procrastination, and it was just on the nose for me because I procrastinate so badly, and I know I'm not like a perfect, everything has to be perfect kind of person, like outwardly, but I think inwardly I'm scared to do things unless they are done perfectly, and I worry all the time about messing up, so I never start things. So it was a good one about setting a schedule and making yourself, making that time to write a daily routine, but also one that you can enjoy, that can feel good for you. And yeah, now I'm out here on the hammock, and I just started my band book club band book club on Fable. So if you would like to join in, leave me a comment and I'll send you the link. I'm trying to keep it, I'm not posting it publicly everywhere because I want the right people to be in. I want it to be a civil place and kind, and just a place to read banned books and talk about them. And so I started that on Fable, and I'm excited. So I'm out here on my hammock reading, and I have two books here. I have A Work in Progress by Jarrett Lerner. Excuse the nails. Wow. And then I also have The League of Gentlemen Witches, which is book 2 by India Holton. A Work in Progress. Oh my gosh. Let me just share with you this page, because it will kind of explain the whole book. So it says, this boy is fat, and he's in 4th grade, and he is hurting, and he feels a lot of shame. A kid called him fat in the very beginning. Let me find the page that one, and then there was one where this is the boy just screaming that he's fat. So he's struggling. It's written in verse, and there's this page about a girl, and it says, but she can't like me because she's thin and I am fat, and maybe it shouldn't be that way. Maybe it shouldn't matter that Jules looks like her and I look like me. I wish it didn't matter. Some days I wish so hard it hurts, but it does matter. It does. I see proof of it every day. Thin people go with thin people. That's just how it works. Fat people are never love interests. Fat people are never heroes. If they get to be anything at all, fat people are the stupid sidekicks. The dumb, clumsy, ridiculous clowns. This is also supposed to be a book loosely based, it's based on experiences by the author, Jarrett Lerner. And, it's so sad. And, it's gonna be a good book. I know it will be, but man, the emotions, especially like the drawings and doodles, and how sometimes they turn into scribbles, like angry. feel the anger scribbling. Yeah. So my goal today is to finish Work in Progress and to start the League of Gentlemen Witches. And then I also am listening to an audiobook, The Braid Girls. It's a middle grade, and I just started it this morning, and I'm going to listen to it while I go run. All right, book nerds. I hope you don't mind me calling you book nerds. I've decided, like, you know, other YouTubes I see, people say like reader peeps and book people, and I was like, what can be my thing? Is that weird? And so I like book nerds. I feel like I like being a nerd. I hope that doesn't offend you. Embrace the nerdiness. So bad news for you. I decided to pause on the League of Gentlemen Witches or something like that by India Holton, because I started it and I love those books so much. I think I want to own them and I want to annotate. And so, because there's so many lines that I just swoon over. Some people have said like I've seen some people say they didn't like the second one, but I feel like I loved the first one so much. I kind of want all three, and then annotate. So I'm gonna pause it, and then when I finish my 30 books that I said I would read this summer, then I will, those are gonna be some that I purchased. I found one copy on Book Outlet for $6. It's the second book, the Gentleman Witches one. So I may get that one first, and then when I finish it, order the next. I don't know, or I might order all three at once. So since I didn't, since I paused reading that one, I decided, sorry, that was awkward, to read, I'm sorry, I'm drawing this out. Your Plantation Prom is Not Okay. This is, by Kelly McWilliams. She wrote Mirror Girls, which is phenomenal, and also one of my favorite dystopians, Agnes at the End of the World. And so I'm excited about this one. I think it's YA, and it says a timely young adult novel that reckons with how we remember America's past and what we choose to forget. Harriet Douglas lives with her historian father on an old plantation in Louisiana, which are transformed into one of the South's few enslaved people's museums. Together, while grieving the recent loss of Harriet's mother, they run tours that help keep the memory of the past alive. Harriet's world is turned upside down by the arrival of mother and daughter Claudia and Layla Hartwell, who plan to turn the property next door into a wedding venue and host the offensively antebellum-themed wedding of two Hollywood stars. So, and then it looks like, you know, she's kind of fighting against that. So Kelly McWilliams is actually the daughter of Lisa Jewel Rhodes, which I think is so cool because she writes amazing books like Ghost Boys. That was a great book. And so I'm excited. And like, I mean, I won this on Goodreads, but I wanted this arc so bad. It did already come out. It came out in May, so I would have also bought it. But anyway, I'm excited. So here we go. New book. Also, sorry for the poor camera quality. I'm just too lazy to do anything different. And the lighting quality. Oh well. It is Thursday, and I am getting ready to go watch a movie with my dad, Indiana Jones. But I just finished the Braid Girls audiobook, which was really good, really sweet story. For middle grade, I say sweet, but it was also, I mean, there was a lot of drama, and it was a good read. It was a good one about sisterhood and being an entrepreneur because they're starting their own business. It was summer camp vibes. It was a lot of fun. And multiple point of view, which I really enjoy. And then I switched back to Illuminate, which I'm listening to and looking at the physical book. And At first I was like, I don't really, like, I could just be reading it. The audio wasn't like amazing, but now that I'm like halfway, the sound effects, like there's kind of like a battle going on in space. It's hard to explain, but there's a virus on these ships that are also being chased by another ship, and so they're it's two ships, Alexandra and Hypatia. Lincoln is chasing them, and on Alexandra there's a virus, and then there's an AI that's like taking over, and it's kind of creepy, but I'm really enjoying now the audio with just the sounds of like them on comms and the sounds of like the doors closing, and the battle part was a lot of fun. So I am enjoying listening to it as well. I do recommend looking at the pages though. I really do, because I think they're just really cool. So I'll show you. Here is a battle scene. So actually, let me go back one more. Okay. So here's like all of the people talking that are fighting. And then here's a spread. So it's just really cool to look at as well. And also, I'm trying to find, oh, I can't find it, like where there were like things blowing up. Anyway, but I do recommend seeing the pages as well. Hello, book nerds. I have been camped on the couch all day. It's Friday. I even have a little buddy. My daughter got that for me because I just loved him. He actually reverses into a frog. Anywho, just woke up from a glorious nap. But before that nap, I was reading Air Plantation Promise Not Okay, which is amazing and angering. Like, the rage this character has, Kelly McWilliams brings to life so easily. Like, I am angry for her. There are so many places I'm tabbing and underlining and just, well, in my journal, I started a whole spread of just writing down lines because there's so many places that I just absolutely love. And this makes me want to research more about old plantations and just what they're being used for, because the ones that are being used for to paint over enslaved people is sad. And that's kind of where her anger comes from. But right now, she just got suspended from school for calling out a teacher, and I'm angry for her. But also, like, as a teacher, she was called, she was called the only other black kids in her class's name. And so, of course, that's not right. And she got mad and kind of called him out for racial racial blindness or race. I can't remember how she said it. And he kicked her out. That broke my heart for her. Now, so when I laid down for my nap, before that, I also picked up on my phone, so I could just kind of lay here, The Grace Year, and I'm really excited for that. It's on Kindle Unlimited, which I was really excited for because I was just gonna wait until I bought it. I've been dying to read it. The library hold went away. Like, I just been trying to decide if I wanted to own it or not, but I went ahead and started on Kindle Unlimited because I'm trying to be mindful of the books I'm buying right now, and I kind of don't want to wait anymore. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Okay, so start of The Grace Year, lots of questions. Yeah, loving it. So I'm gonna get up and get dinner, and for the rest of the night, I think I'm gonna finish Illuminate. I have 2 hours left of the audiobook, which will go by so fast. Actually, less than that because I have it on 1.75 speed. It's really slow. Like, I could probably make it at 2. So I've almost done with that. And then I can't decide if I'm going to, I kind of want to start a romance tonight because I'm reading some heavy books. Like Illuminae is pretty heavy. Plantation Prom is heavy. And Gracier is heavy. So maybe something light. Or I may also try to finish your Plantation Prom. I don't know. I may also binge watch some TV. So there's that. Okay, I'm rambling a while. Thank you for being lazy with me. Now let's go be a tidbit productive and then come back to the couch because I don't have many days left of just laying on the couch on a Friday. This is also your daily PSA. Read more, ban less. I actually have a banned book club going on Fable. It's private, but if you want in, send me a message at any of my socials, Mrs. Bookdragon, and I'll send you the link. It's just started. We haven't even picked our first book, and I'm excited. They are obviously helping me make my bed. They are obviously helping me make my bed. Hello, it is Sunday, and excuse me for looking rough. I've been being productive and cleaning, but I'm out here reading Your Plantation Prom is Not Okay, and I'm about halfway. I've also been listening to the Davenports. I started that on audiobook. Been listening to that. And then also I read quite a bit of Magic Words last night, which is the writing craft book. So yeah. Oh, and I started Shatter Me. So today's Sunday, so we'll see what I finish. I'm really hoping maybe, I doubt I'll finish it, but I could make it good. I don't know. Could make my way in it. Also reading the Gracier on my Kindle at night, and last night I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep because of some storms, and it's so good that I stayed up a little too late reading, but it's really good, really disturbing, pretty gruesome, like a horror dystopian, for sure, so it's definitely holding my interest, though. Go and take a walk and listen to the Davenports some more, and then cook some dinner. And by cook, I mean heat up. I've got some lasagna, so that'll be yummy. Hello, excuse my just washed hair, but Sunday night, and I wanted to share with you some book mail that I got that surprised me when I went out walking. I decided to check the mail even though it's Sunday, and luckily I found a package from Barnes & Noble, which I had not ordered. Completely forgot I won a giveaway. From the author of Belladonna. I have the book. Anyway, this is not the author. So the author of Belladonna got me one of her favorite books, Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin, and I'm really excited. And what's weird is I was just talking to someone on Threads about a book they had stayed up late reading, and I was like, oh, what was it? And it was this one. And I was like, oh, I need to get that. It was in my mailbox. It's fate. Also, I thought I would share with you my I also have some other book mail that I haven't shared in a while. So I got from Katia de Becerra. Gosh, look at this cover. When Ghosts Call Us Home. I'm so excited. It comes out in October, and I won it in a giveaway, and I'm so glad. I interviewed her on my Legit Kid Lit channel. She wrote Oasis, which I have down here as well somewhere. Oh, but I'm so excited I got this one. Like, oh. And then I also got a package from Source Books. I love Source Books. And so here's the first one. Is that not creepy? Somewhere in the Deep by Tanvi Barwa. This is from the author of Monsters Born and Made, which I enjoyed. It's an action-packed South Asian-inspired fantasy that will have your heart racing at every turn. 17-year-old Crescent Dune is, I like that name, buried under the weight of her dead parents' debt and the ruinous legacy they left behind. The only way she can earn enough money to escape her unforgiving island is by battling monstrous creatures. Yes, I love the monstrous creatures. So cool. And another one. Oh, I forgot. Looks like I'll be doing a giveaway. Oh my goodness, I forgot they had given me a copy too, and it was a final copy. Oh my gosh. I got too much book mail. Okay, don't come at me. Night of the Witch. This is by Sarah Rosh and Beth Revis. I hope I'm saying your names right, and if I'm not, please correct me and forgive me. So this is a tale of romance, vengeance, and magic, and a start of the winter witch and hunter duology, an epic enemies to lovers fantasy romance. Yes. Oh my gosh. I have seen this cover pop up quite often. It comes out in October, and Somewhere in the Deep is also, is January. Okay, and then the last one they sent me is called Missing. Savannah Brown. It comes out December 5th, and this is how far will she go to uncover the truth? Singer Roxy Rains vanished from the tiny resort of Sandown 30 years ago, and now 17-year-old Mona Perry is on the hunt for answers. The island's locals refuse to talk about it, dismissing Roxy as a teenage runaway. But Mona can't let it go. Her favorite singer deserves justice, and Mona will stop at nothing to share her findings on her crime podcast, How to Disappear. The only problem is she has just this one hot summer to get to the bottom of Roxy's disappearance. This sounds good. I also need to share my library pickups the other day, so let me just set you down right here. No, we're gonna sit you down right here. Okay. So, I have another book that I got in the mail. I'm going to share with you in just a minute. Man, I'm all over the place. Okay, so this one's called Bitter Medicine. It's a YA new book, Mia Sai, and I think it's a romance, but also fantasy. So a descendant of the Chinese god of medicine, ignored middle child Elle, was destined to be a doctor, and then it has half-elk Luke, the agency's top security expert, and she saves his life on a mission. Yeah, I'm excited. So here's that one, and I also got another romance, Mortal Follies. I just loved this cover. It's a new book as well. This was on the new shelf. This is a middle grade that I am so excited. Everyone keeps raving about this book. Gary D. Schmidt is amazing. Orbiting Jupiter is one of my favorite books, especially for reluctant readers. So this is The Labors of Hercules Beale. And it says, Herc Beale knows who he's named after, a mythical hero, but he's no superhero. He's the smallest kid in his class. So when his homeroom teacher at his new middle school gives him the assignment of duplicating the mythical Hercules' amazing feats in real life, he's skeptical. And then it just goes on that he's missing his parents. New friends, human and animal, are helping him. A mythical role model. Very cool. Actually, not a mythical role model, I think, anyway. Okay, and then I got this one, Blood Like Magic by Lizelle Sambury, because I found her on YouTube sharing tons of helpful writing videos, and I wanted to read her book. Because once I saw what it was, I was like, oh, like she's legit and amazing, and I need to read that book. Another book I got, this one has a lovely stamp across the front because it was delivered from another library, but it is Reclaim the Stars, 17 Tales Across Realm and Space. So, I'm so excited about this book. It has authors. Let me share with you some of the authors that are featured in here. David Bowles. I also interviewed him once. Daniel Jose Older, Anna Marie McLemore, Nina Moreno, Isabel Ibanez. Oh, I'm so excited. Clarabelle A. Ortega, Zoraida Cordova. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm trying to read more anthologies, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, another adult book, Adelaide. This one, the cover grabbed my attention. It also looks a little smaller and it's new. 26-year-old Adelaide Williams, an American living in dreamy London, meeting Rory Hughes was like a lightning bolt in the sky. Is it enough? Does he respond to text, honor his commitments, make advanced plans, sometimes, rarely, and no, not at all? Oh, then when Rory is rocked by an unexpected tragedy, Adelaide does everything in her power to hold him together, even if it means losing herself in the process. When love asks too much of us, how do we find the strength to put ourselves first? It sounds really good. Then I kind of went on a poetry kick, so I got 100 poems to break your heart. I got the complete collected poems of Maya Angelou. I got Mary Oliver, Devotions. And, that was the end of poetry, and then I got a graphic novel. This one, I was intrigued by the cover. I was trying to find new graphic novels. My library, they have them, they're spread out among all the branches, and so it's hard to find the new ones. Like at the one I go to, I've read them all, most of them, or it's like not the whole series, it's the second or third book. But this one's called The Faint of Heart. It is by Carolyn Wilson, and at first I was like, this cover looks so cool, but when I read what it was about like the hospital offered to remove your heart, the pieces, like the emotional pieces. So what would you do if you didn't feel the emotions? But then what would you do if you were the only person left? So I'm really excited about that one. I need more graphic novels in my life. So there's that. And then I had one more book to share with you. Okay, I'm back. All right, so this one has been all over my social media as well. The Probability of Everything. This is, I don't even know what it's about. Not really. It's by Sarah Everett. I really don't like to know what books are about, to be honest. I think it's an end of the world thing. Yes. It's how she understands the world through probability and scientific facts. Everything she thought she knew was true when she sees an asteroid hovering in the sky, casting a purple haze on her world. It has an 84.7% chance of colliding with Earth and ends life as she knows it will end. That's all I'm going to read on so I don't want to spoil anything, but anyway, a lot of people have been talking about this book, especially the ending, so I'm reading it with a group of friends, kind of a book club-ish thing. And so in 2 weeks, we're going to talk about it. I'm excited. I don't like to overhype books in my head, so I'm trying not to. I am easily entertained, so I know I'll enjoy it. So, okay. That's all I got for you. Tons of books. This is my last week of summer, too. Well, next week's my last week of summer, and then I go back to work. So I gotta read all the books I can. I gotta read. What am I gonna do? Come here. I'm gonna show you something that you're not gonna tell anybody else. It's my shelves, my bookshelves. So I've got these that I am either doing a giveaway, little free libraries, or sending off to friends in my ARC sharing group, Random Bucket library books, because nothing fits. Like, they're overflowing. It's overflowing. It's overflowing. And I have not read any of these 2 shelves of books. So, right, buddy? What am I supposed to do about this? What am I supposed to do about this? Hey. Ellie, are you going to help me? What's that? He's blurry. Yeah, I should probably take care of this before school starts. Also, there's a few more books up there.